In this section of Healing Through Story, we focus on the power of stories themselves and why literature is such an effective tool for healing, growth, and connection. Stories help us make sense of experience, especially experiences that are difficult to talk about directly. Today, we'll explore how literature supports emotional processing and resilience through bibliotherapy. By the end of this session, you should be able to define bibliotherapy and identify its role in healing, understand the elements of developmental bibliotherapy, and explain how bibliotherapy helps individuals who have experienced trauma. Bibliotherapy is the use of books to support emotional and mental well-being. The word comes from the Greek roots for book and healing. There are two primary types: clinical bibliotherapy, which is used by licensed mental health professionals, and developmental bibliotherapy, which is commonly used by educators to teach social, emotional, and pro-social skills. Importantly, bibliotherapy is not passive. It is a dynamic interaction between the reader and the text. Bibliotherapy is not a new concept. Its roots can be traced back to ancient Greece, where libraries were designed as places of healing and connection. Aristotle described catharsis as emotional release through observing drama. In the 1800s, reading was encouraged as a healing practice in medical institutions, and by 1916, the term bibliotherapy was formally introduced. Its use expanded significantly after the World Wars as society searched for ways to help heal psychological wounds. Bibliotherapy helps bridge the gap between what feels impossible and what becomes possible. Through stories, individuals are exposed to solutions and perspectives they may not have previously considered. Book therapy can support everyday challenges as well as more complex emotional struggles, and it can be used both preventatively and as a form of intervention. Bibliotherapy works through several interconnected processes: identification, catharsis, problem solving, and universalization. When readers identify with a character, they begin to see themselves in the story. This connection can lead to an emotional release, introduce new strategies for addressing challenges, and help individuals recognize that they are not alone in their experiences. Identification allows children to safely explore emotions and experiences through narrative distance. By connecting with a character, students strengthen self-understanding and emotional awareness. Watching a character navigate challenges also supports problem solving and resilience, as children reflect on choices and outcomes and apply those lessons to their own lives. Catharsis refers to the emotional release that occurs when readers see their own feelings reflected in a story. Bibliotherapy creates space for children to process difficult emotions safely. Reading about a character experiencing something similar helps children name, express, and release feelings that may otherwise feel overwhelming or confusing. Through stories, children gain a clearer understanding of problems by observing characters' conflicts, reactions, and emotional responses. Bibliotherapy exposes readers to multiple approaches to problem solving and encourages flexible thinking. Rather than being told what to do, children learn by witnessing possibilities unfold. Universalization helps individuals realize they are not alone. When children recognize that others, real or fictional, share similar struggles, feelings of isolation decrease and hope increases. This sense of shared experience is especially powerful for children who feel different, misunderstood, or unseen. Bibliotherapy is a particularly effective method for children and adolescents who have experienced trauma because it is indirect. Stories allow students to explore difficult themes from a safe distance. By analyzing a character's experiences, students can gradually acknowledge and accept their own struggles. Bibliotherapy also builds empathy in students who may not have experienced trauma themselves. Children's literature has the power to illuminate both pain and possibility. Through stories, children learn that while the soul may encounter peril, it also holds the capacity for healing, meaning, and growth. When we intentionally use literature in trauma-informed ways, we create space for understanding, connection, and hope.